Good morning, you all. I thought I would just share with you one of my recipes that I make a lot in this house, which is pizza dough, because my kids love pizza and I love doing it homemade versus just getting it carry out. Let me show you how easy it is to make a homemade pizza dough. So I start out in my bowl with dry milk. I use whole milk and I use 1/4 cup. And then I go ahead and I use dry yeast, and I use 2 teaspoons and 1/4. And then I give it 2 tablespoons about give or take of sugar. And then I go ahead and I get my water nice and warm, and I go ahead and I put 1 cup and 1/3 of warm water. And then I go ahead and mix that and let that sit for about 10 minutes because you want your yeast to come very frothy. If it doesn't after you take the towel off, then the water was too warm. Then I go ahead and put 6 tablespoons of olive oil into there. Put also 2 teaspoons of salt in there. And then I go ahead and I use dry oregano in there, and I just shake it in there just to give the dough some more flavor to it. This recipe has calls for 4 cups of flour. I use 3 at first, and then this is where you can use your stand mixer. I have one, but sometimes I like to knead it on my own. And so then I use a spatula and I get the dough just to combine, and then I dump it out on the counter and I knead it for about 15 minutes and make sure I really get that dough all nice and smooth and kneaded. And then right before I cover it, I circle the bowl. And then I go ahead and I cover it, and it at least needs to sit for an hour before using to make pizza. Have a good one. Bye.